Post has an extensive list of alumni who have gone on to pursue journalism or have diverged from the field, but no matter where they go, they always remember their time at the Post.
So my name's Seth Archer. I'm a business director for Insider Inc. You might know it as Business Insider. We recently underwent a name change.
Archer graduated from OU in 2017. While working at the Post, he was a digital managing editor, digital media editor, photo editor, campus reporter, staff photographer, and more. Archer joined the Post looking for outside of the classroom experience.
I think I ended up loving it though because of the people that I met there. I'm currently marrying not only a Bobcat but a Postie sometime soon. But I also met college roommates, I met lifelong friends there. I stay in contact with a lot of people that I met at the Post. Hey.
On a day-to-day basis, Archer works with a small team to come up with new ideas on revenue growth for different business units in sales, product, editorial, and more.
More money, and ultimately the goal is to hire more reporters, do more great journalism, things like that.
Archer credits the Post for a lot of the knowledge he gained in college toward his career field and appreciated the Post's network throughout the world.
You know, and as you go into the world after the Post, you know a lot of people all across the country and around the world, and that's not really possible without having joined that newsroom.
Hi, my name is Alexis Eichelberger, and currently I'm a first-year law student at the University of Akron.
Eichelberger graduated from OU in 2019. While at the Post, she was a culture reporter, culture staff writer, and culture editor. Eichelberger joined the Post as a portfolio and resume builder for internships and job searching.
But it ended up becoming my whole personality. I just kind of fell in love with the newsroom. I made some of my best friends in school there, and I loved it.
As a law student, her day-to-day includes mostly homework. She spends most of her time reading cases, briefing cases, preparing for classes, and working on some larger projects.
So right now I'm kind of in the midst of applying for and interviewing for summer associate programs, which are like internships. And so I'm hoping to hear back from one of those soon so I can get started on that in the summer and work in a law office for the first time.
Eichelberger is still in touch with her journalism side, currently working for Provoker Media in a position she got through a friend at the Post. In addition, she feels the skills she learned through the Post are very translatable to her law studies.
Maybe not at face value. I don't think people would think automatically that being a journalist segues easily into being an attorney, but I think that learning how to take a lot of information and research very carefully and fact check and interview people and get them to sort of open up to you and trust in you to tell their story and advocate for them through words is something that lawyers do all the time, and it's also at the heart of journalism.
Hi, my name is Marisa Fernandez, and I am a healthcare reporter for Axios.
Fernandez graduated in 2018 and is currently a healthcare reporter at Axios. While at the Post, she was a long-form editor, senior writer, culture section editor, and copy editor. Fernandez joined the Post as a way to gain some experience and grow her journalism skills.
I'm super appreciative that we had that space to have fun and kind of experiment and kind of learn from your mistakes, because that's really what being a college journalism student is about.
On a day-to-day basis, Fernandez is calling and emailing people, logging press conferences, and doing her best to not only cover healthcare, but cover the pandemic as well.
You know, the news cycle on COVID is extremely fast right now, and so we're trying to figure out and kind of assess what we need to write for readers to better understand what's going on in the world and across the country, and on a personal level, and what they need to do to kind of figure out and stay safe and kind of get through this time.
Fernandez feels that in the competitive space of media, the Post gave her a leg up because of the experience she gained in communication and writing.
I think what really sets Post people apart from other news organizations in college media is that the Post essentially is just like a huge collaborator, and there's not a lot of places that you get like the academic support to creatively put out stories consistently.
Bennett Lacrone is a Report for America Corps member and a government reporter for Maryland Matters. Lacrone graduated from OU in 2019. While at the Post, he was a senior writer and long-form editor. Lacrone joined the Post to gain some experience and connections in the journalism field.
And I'll also say that there are things that you learn at the Post and just in practice in writing, regardless of where you're at, that you just can't really learn from a class alone, whether it's managing community relations as part of your job and reaching out to community members and getting feedback and, accepting feedback on your stories. And that's really important in journalism, is that having confidence to apply and having confidence to put yourself out there, but also being able to work with people and, be part of a team.
A typical day for Lacrone involves attending a lot of meetings, both virtual and in person, and catching up with sources over phone calls, texts, and email to get the bigger picture of his stories and see what's going on behind the scenes.
So catching up on that is actually the bulk of my day.
Lacrone credits the Post for helping him build all of his skills, be it writing on deadline or conducting an investigation.
And the beauty of the Post is that you can write newsletters, you can write culture, you can write for the beat, you can write hard news if you want, and you can figure out what you're passionate about, but also, almost more importantly, you can figure out what you don't want to write about in a career, and I think that's really important too.
Hi guys, my name is Alex McCann. I graduated from Ohio University in the spring of 2019, and now I work at the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette here in my hometown of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
McCann graduated from OU in 2019. While at the Post, he was a digital managing editor, copy chief, culture reporter, copy editor, columnist, and blogger. In joining the Post, his pursuit of a journalism career was reinforced.
And socially, it helped bring me to a bunch of great people, many of whom I'm still in touch with, who I consider very close friends, all because of the Post.
At the Post-Gazette, McCann reads copy, makes fixes, works on spelling, grammar, fact-checking, bias, and other copy editing tasks, as well as pagination.
And then I also, on Sundays and Mondays, I am the wire editor, which means I pull wire copy from the Associated Press, the Washington Post, the New York Times, and a few other places, but usually those three. And I decide what's the most important stuff for our readers to go in the paper, to balance between our local copy and the wire copy with the national and the international stories.
McCann learned crucial skills at the Post that he uses every day in his work at the Post-Gazette.
Without the Post, I would not be here, full stop, and I certainly wouldn't have the skills to work at this job.
On behalf of the Post, we want to thank the alumni for showcasing how the Post has shaped their careers and for continuing the Post's legacy. This has been A Day in the Life with Riley Runnells.